Okay, admittedly, this was a little nasty clickbait. I'm not selling all my altcoins, but I chose this title because I think this is the most important video that I've made this year, this career. And I am selling a lot of altcoins and I'm buying some new ones. And in this video, I just want to show you my complete altcoin list and why I chose to pivot like this, because this is gonna upgrade my portfolio big time, and I hope it's very helpful for you. So welcome to the Fomo Factory. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on, and let's get into it. So I'm not gonna go over Bitcoin too much. We'll know Bitcoin 104K, smashing through all-time highs, making new all-time highs sooner, and the altcoin market will go up. If you don't believe, then I don't know why you're watching this video. Go away. But if you believe in the crypto market, you want to have a solid portfolio. Therefore, I've been updating a lot lately, and I've been pivoting. I've been taking some profits here and there, but there are also altcoins that I decided to take my losses and put them somewhere else, because there is one thing that I've been preaching about for a long time, but I noticed that I haven't been applying it 100% myself. And in full transparency, that's what I'm telling you right now, and that's what I'm going to do right now. That's what I am doing right now, because it's very simple. A lot of people, they make the mistake, from my experience, that if they look at an altcoin, they look at an altcoin and the price of it. This is, for example, Star Atlas, Polis, nice project. I like it. I think they have a good project. Then again, I am not in for the tech, I'm in for the money. Now, you can look at this chart and be like, wow, bottom, strong trend line, right? So it's a good buy. However, it is not really, right? Now, why do I say that? It's because, yes, you may have bought it right here in let's say, August 2024, right, at the very bottom, and you are now up with 60%. However, if you look at Bitcoin in August 2024, I don't think I need to explain that to you, but then you would have been up 110%. So it's very simple. If you have bought this, you have chosen a like way riskier coin with less returns. And that unfortunately goes for a lot of altcoins. And that went for a lot of altcoins that I had in my portfolio as well, and that I still have, and that I'm still selling at this particular moment. And in this video, again, I want to show you the altcoins that I'm getting rid of and the altcoins that I'm buying, because it simply does not make sense to buy an altcoin, doesn't matter which one, which is per definition higher risk than Bitcoin, but to get lower returns, right? Because then you could have just bought Bitcoin, right? That's as simple as that. Okay. So what I'm having right now, I have my new watch list and I'm going to show you. I don't have dollar pairs in that watch list, right? I don't have a single dollar pair right there. Why? Because I know what the price of Bitcoin is. It's 104K, right? So I know that if an altcoin is doing bad against Bitcoin, I missed out. Because again, I could have bought a lower risk coin for high return. I also know that if that altcoin is strong or looks like it's searching for a bottom against Bitcoin, that it has a chance to outperform a 104K Bitcoin. And then the returns on that altcoin are going to be incredible on the dollar pair, right? So simple as that. Now, I want to show you a couple of charts of altcoins that you may like, but that just suck. And also some that I had or have, because I'm still in the process, in my portfolio, and then I'm changing right now. One other example, IMX. I have IMX in my portfolio, and if you look at it on the dollar pair, it is performing okay, right? We have higher lows all the time, and actually it looks pretty strong. But in the meantime, Bitcoin has been rallying way harder, right? From October 2023, this thing has been going up 150%. Yeah, if you look at October 2023 for Bitcoin, it has been going up with double, right? While Bitcoin, again, is lower risk. So therefore, I looked at IMX Bitcoin, and based on that, I can already tell how the chart is looking. But here you go. This is how the chart is looking, right? So let's ignore everything right here. IMX was looking like it had somewhat of a bottom right here, but it just broke and went down. So this is losing against an asset that is going up. Therefore, there is no reason for me to be in this asset. Right? This is, I hope this is not too dragging, but I just want to make sure that you understand that, how important that is. Okay? So, therefore, I'm getting rid of IMX. Now, in any of these coins, right, they can bounce and they can be an exception to the rule eventually. I mean, if you look at, for example, Tornado Cash just had a pretty decent pump, right? So if you look at Tornado Cash on its Bitcoin pair, then you can see that it's going up really, really, really hard right now. And this is what you need to identify, right? We had a bottom right here, somewhat of a bottom, and then it made a higher low on its Bitcoin pair. So this was already the sign like, hey, Tornado Cash is showing strength against Bitcoin. And then it pumped here with like 360% in a week, right? And it now had its second incredible candle right here. So this looks good. However, months ago, it didn't look good, right? Because this is basically down only. And if you compare where it came from, then yeah, this was the time to buy it. If you bought it anywhere before here, then it still wasn't worth it, because over the long term, this thing has been bleeding against Bitcoin, right? So for a long-term hold, even with this huge pump right here, this is not a good one, right? So if I would have made this video about Tornado Cash, for example, and we were here on the chart, I would say, sell now, right now, right? And maybe later, a couple months later, a couple weeks, a couple years, who knows, it finally finds some kind of a double bottom, whatever, and it pumps really hard. So that's a disclaimer that I want to give. This is not me predicting certain moves in altcoins, but it is simply looking at the charts and try to understand what looks good and what doesn't. Right now, a lot of people are also bullish on ICP, right? Internet computer, AI and this and that, and good. On the other hand, this is a piece of shit. Sorry, if you hold it, then you have your reasons to hold it, and you probably know more about the project than I do. But again, I don't care about the project, right? I care about making money with a coin, and I don't really care which coin I make money with, right? And in this case, Internet Computer has been getting completely wrecked against Bitcoin, and it looked like it found a bottom right here, right? And it bounced off of it right here. But this was not the result like Tornado Cash had, right? We had a low, we had somewhat of a higher low. So that could have been the signal like, hey, a good buy. Then again, it's now breaking this support right here. And although, again, it can bounce, chart-wise, it looks like crap, because it is closing like it never went lower, right? This is the cheapest price you can get ICP for right now, even if it's not on the dollar pair, but on its Bitcoin pair, it is. So again, so far, there has not been a single moment and a reason to buy this, although a lot of people are bullish on it, right? But Bitcoin was better and lower risk. So you get what I'm coming from, I hope. Now let's get into the things that I got rid of and getting rid of, and the things that I am buying. So if you are in the Alpha Factory, there's a link down below. You know about my portfolio, and maybe if you were, I make videos every day, you probably don't watch every one of them, but I gave my portfolio calls a couple times on this channel as well. And you might feel like, hey, dude, are you getting rid of this? Yes. First one that I'm getting rid of is Wild World. I love it. I am bullish on the project. Again, this is not me switching like because a couple weeks ago I said, "Wow, the world is a great project." I still think that. Then again, I want to make some money right now, right? And if I look at this chart, it's not looking good. Lower highs, lower lows. Now, this is a little in the doubting phase for me because yes, it is at least not making a new low, like for example, ICP did, right? That looks way worse. This at least is holding the November low. So this could still be something, but it's not a chart that I feel like, wow, yeah, it's ready to go, right? Like it's just going down, right? I don't want to be there. So that's one. Another one that I showed you is Polis. I already showed that. IMX as well. Then we have Decimated. Decimated is a very low cap gaming project on Solana. And I also, by the way, will show the newer altcoins that I'm in. But this is a low cap gaming project on Solana. And although I had exposure because I think that the quality compared to the market cap is quite unreal, yeah, the market doesn't care about that. And again, I want to make money. Right? And this has been making lower lows every week, basically. So why, like, my mistake was not selling this earlier? Very simple, right? And it's better late than never. Next one is Crown. Crown, also a gaming project on Solana. I like it. I like the narrative, but I don't like the chart, and I don't like what it's doing to my money. All right, so I am getting rid of it. Simple. The next one, with kind of like pain in my heart, is Paid. I don't have Paid for a long time yet, but this thing has been bleeding really, really, really hard. And this is one that I will keep on my watch list because I think that because this is a launchpad, and these are kind of exceptions because you can make money with launchpad tokens without having the token to go up. But as a token hold, again, you can see the chart. Why would I hold this, right? I see a couple of reasons here and there, but they result in more reasons why I shouldn't. Next one, if I have it here, is Gains Associates. This is a doubting for me, so I haven't sold this yet. But also, if I look at Gains on, this is a USDT pair, by the way. Well, that's terrible in that case. I had it on its Bitcoin pair somewhere, but I lost it. Anyway, no, this is not a doubter in that case because this is on its USDT pair. Yeah, on its Bitcoin pair, it's looking way worse, right? So fuck that, getting rid of it. I try to completely be unbiased at this moment just to make most money right here. Next one that I sold is GameStarter. GameStarter, another launchpad, and yeah, this is obviously not like, again, like the only thing that this chart is saying is like, why did you not sell earlier, right? So hey, again, better late than never. Orderfy is another project that I had a very small position in though, not a lot, but also chart completely sucks, getting rid of it. And yeah, with pain in my heart, also Trader Joe, not at this particular moment, actually. I think that I bought Trader Joe and I have a pretty decent bag, actually. And luckily on the dollar pair, I didn't lose anything. But again, on the Bitcoin pair, I missed out, right? If I bought Bitcoin, I now would have more money instead of now having the same. And with Joe, I feel like, yeah, I mean, AVAX gonna be big. The DEX on AVAX probably gonna be big. But again, until the day of today, it sucks. So get rid of it. Then there are a couple, this was my not good list. Then there's also a terrible list. And one that I have right here is Popcat, for example. Now, I know that a lot of people, they are bullish on Popcat because that's a meme coin and meme coins are hype right now. But then again, if I look at this chart, this is the example of why I don't like meme coins that much, because this is going down really hard, right? This is absolute garbage. Again, it might be that one of these coins or multiples eventually bounces hard. That's possible. But again, if I have to bet on any falling knife, I will eventually catch one. But that's too much risk. The next one is SpartaX. SpartaX, I've been bullish about that project, but they have been really disappointing. Can't lie. And the chart shows that this has been doing nothing else than going down. And yeah, whatever there's left to save, I'm gonna save it. I'm in a decent loss. I haven't invested that much, luckily, but I feel like, yeah, I mean, like according to this chart, it will keep on doing this, right? So if I sell it here, I at least prevent this loss, right? This, I can't help that. The only thing that I can do if I want to prevent this again is just holding it in hope it does this. But yeah, then again, according to the chart, it doesn't do that. So why would I hold it, right? And engine starter. Engine starter is also chart. This is the most terrible chart out of all of them. Worse than garbage. I don't know what the right words are for engine starter. Narrative wise, I don't like it anymore. Anyway, they don't even have liquidity, so I wonder if I can sell this. But engine starter is literally dying in front of my eyes, and I don't need to see it, man. No. So now I'm gonna go over the altcoins that I keep on holding or that I am adding to my portfolio. And this is going to be a nice looking list right here. So let me get right into this. Here we go. All right. First one, OXO. Now, again, I'm not showing dollar pairs right here. Why? Like I said, Bitcoin is doing well, right? If a coin holds up or is at least showing strength or a potential bottom against Bitcoin, then I can only imagine that that coin on the dollar pair is going to rip as soon as it does well against Bitcoin. OXO is a example of that, right? It has its moments of weakness, definitely, but also it shows that there is a bottom and it's not long-term losing against Bitcoin. So this is a coin that I want to have. Next one, the one is riskier than the other. Let me be very clear about that. Next one is the one that I'm least convinced in, but at least it's something. It's Playable Games. Right now, Playable Games is now sitting at a point at where it came out, basically. It also kind of retested this level in October 2023, had a huge bounce. And since end of 2023, it has been going down only. So let me be clear. Playable, the chart sucks. All right? I love the project, but the chart sucks. Then again, it has something to fall back on. Right now, again, this is a risky one because this doesn't have a lot of support right here. So if this breaks and it goes into price discovery, I'm going to lose another 40%. And I'm going to take what's left by then and move it into something else. That's how, it's my plan. Aerodrome, I will go over this quickly. Aerodrome, the DEX on base. I mean, this chart has been showing that this whole area is a strong area, so I'm going to keep on holding that. Delysium, not buying more coins personally because I hold a lot of nodes, and I'm generating these coins basically daily, but I am not selling them right now. And if I would not have these nodes, I would buy them. Because same reason, right? The chart is looking good. And forget about the narrative. Like, yeah, it has AI narrative and everything. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The chart is showing this, right? And the chart is looking like, hey, this is a level that matters, right? Again, it's not unbreakable, but it matters. Next one is Altora. I'm not adding to the position right now. It's sitting closer to the top than the low, but I do think that the low is at least a very, very big level. And if we come back down there, I'm gonna add more to my bag, right? But it had such a hard pump. I wonder if it will. It's down another 70-ish%. So not sure about that. But this is not a coin that I feel like I want to sell. It's not outperforming Bitcoin, but it's at least ranging against Bitcoin since May 2022. Yeah, if you look at the total altcoin market on its Bitcoin pair from May 2022, it has been going down pretty hard. So Altora is obviously an outperformer compared to the rest of the altcoin market. Compared to Bitcoin, again, you could have bet about Bitcoin, but at least you're not losing it. AVAX is beautiful, actually, if I'm being really honest. AVAX has a huge support level at around 3,000 Satoshis. It's now 3,500, so let's not try to time it too much. This is looking really good. And it showed earlier that it had a bottom, double bottom, huge pump, right? And it's now making somewhat of, again, like double, triple bottom, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, looking really good. Beam is one that I feel like, okay, again, also, it has to move right now. It cannot go down much further, in my opinion, but it's at least still there, right? If we lose this level, though, which is possible, then yeah, there is some support, but not a lot. But that's down another 30, 40%, right? Then again, this level has been big in the past. Next one is Brett. I think that Brett has, this is also one that I'm doubting, actually. Not buying this right now because as you can see on the weekly, Brett has been getting wrecked really, really hard. In a matter of a couple weeks down 64%, right? The typical meme coin stuff. And at the moment, it is a falling knife. However, there is somewhat of resistance and support back in this area right here. And it might, if it comes down there, I might get some. And then it's just pray, right? That's what a lot of these coins, buy the lows, wait, pray, right? And there's nothing more that you can do. ChainGPT. ChainGPT is, I had all my drawings ready and I totally lost them all. But ChainGPT is also beautiful. Bottom, double bottom, hard pump, right? That's what you want to see in a coin. And at the moment, not in an area where I would say like, hey, buy it. But if it comes back down to that area, then I'm gonna stack up down another 40%-ish, right? That's looking quite beautiful. Be careful, high, lower, high, lower, high. But even if it comes back down here and it makes a lower high, that could easily be 130% gain. But from this point, that risk-reward ratio is not worth it for me. Decubate, also, it's on the verge of getting wrecked. Then again, it bounced in November and it's still holding these lows, right? So with Decubate, it's like, okay, I'm in. But if it goes down another 20%, I'm going to take my loss and be out because then it's a falling knife. I don't want to be there. DAI, I see a lot of FUD lately and I don't really care about that. If I look at the charts, I'll be like, okay, you know what? Whatever the reason is that it's down here, yeah, that's the buying opportunity, right? Up here, there's not an opportunity. And the last time it was down here, it gained 300% against Bitcoin. Again, that could be diminishing. But if there's any level I would buy this, then it's right here. So this is looking good. Dummy Online also been holding the like super micro cap, dangerous coin, risky as hell. But yeah, chart-wise, it's holding the lows that it's been going at since August 2024 and yeah, basically Q3 and 4 2023. Ethereum, obviously. Ethereum is in a place where I think that it will likely bounce against Bitcoin, which is the kind of this area, right? You see a lot of resistance support, and now we're there again. And for such a big level, it is likely that it has something going on over there instead of right away breaking it. And don't look at Ethereum and be like, oh, it's dead, right? Usually when things look dead, they're not. There are opportunities. There's a big difference. GPU is an AI, well, yeah, an AI, a GPU project that honestly looks quite strong. Well, strong, holding up against Bitcoin. Yeah, give or take, this area right here has been holding up, right? So it's not down enough for me yet, but it's getting there. And it's also showing that it's relative strong, right? We have a high, we have a high. So that's good. Hard is another AI project. And this one is a little trickier. It doesn't necessarily look that good, right? Lower lows, lower highs. So it is in a downtrend. However, we can, I don't know. Look, this is one of the most risky ones in the whole list, actually. As long as it's holding this area right here, I will like it. I'm not buying now. I will buy it here. If it makes a lower low, I'm out. And I don't care if I sell with a loss or not. Like, again, it's to prevent more losses. Condux has a decent level at around where we are sitting right now as well, right? It has been resistance in May 2023, support beginning 2024, and now we are here again. This honestly looks like a chart that I want to buy right here. MOG is a meme coin that is holding up somewhat right now. And this level, again, most of these coins are sitting at these levels right now, and that's understandable as the complete altcoin market is sitting there, right? And MOG is sitting at a level there where I think, like, yeah, I mean, look, compare this to Popcat, for example. Yeah, I will buy MOG like any day over Popcat right now, right? This is at least showing that it's holding up. High, low, higher, low, high, low. So looking good. Prime looking really good as well. Pretty strong against Bitcoin since the beginning of its existence. Having a somewhat of a good correction right now as well. I mean, it went down with 71%, but it's getting there. It's really getting there right now. And these levels so far, it holds, right? And we bounced with 130% like it was nothing. So that's good. Render, yeah, don't need to say much more about that. Ronin, same, beautiful, great buy. Cetify, I mean, on the shorter term, it doesn't look that great, to be honest. I mean, if you look lower highs, it's not perfectly drawn, right? But you know what I mean. Lower lows. So it is in a downtrend on the short term. However, we are now at the level where it historically bounced off hard. Here's well, hard. So again, could this, like, we had a 3,100% right there, 230% right there, 500% right there. So it's not completely diminishing. Yeah, can we get another real good bounce? Yeah. Sidus is actually also a dangerous one because this is really the last kind of support that it has. So either this is the most fantastic buying opportunity you will get on Sidus, or it's just a waste of money. But yeah, again, that's the risk that you take for a potential lot of reward. SPX is not a coin that I will buy right now because this is actually showing that it's like not in a accumulation area, to put it like that. If anything, then I would buy it at this trend line. But this is at least a coin that's super strong, right? It's also way newer, so it didn't have the time yet to get wrecked. But so far, it's doing great. Superverse, I mean, one of the big outperformers, a long-term outperformer as well, right? Like, this is not a coin made like a couple weeks ago. And this has showed, like, we pump hard, we stay up. So that's good. Tau, almost at the lows. If you want to buy it anywhere, then here. I have never spoke about VRA really, but it was on my just watch list for if people mention it and I want to look at it. And I look closely at it on its Bitcoin pair. And yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Looks pretty decent, right? And I don't hear a lot about VRA right now, and it doesn't seem much alive. Yeah, indeed. Otherwise, the price wouldn't be down here. So that's good. So if anywhere, yeah, this is the place. Wag Me Games, holding up pretty decent. Is this on its Bitcoin pair though? Wag Me Games. This is on its USD pair. What did I do? On its Bitcoin pair. This is a yeah, hard, because this is a little ICP-ish, right? Where it had a low right here. It broke below it, and now it might be resistance. So this is something that I will have on my watch list. I'm not buying more right now. This could very well crash really hard. Solana, not buying right now, but at least this is looking strong. We all know how Solana is performing lately. It's not making an all-time high yet. Again, on the dollar pair it is, but that's because Bitcoin is doing so well. Don't get it twisted. Solana still has to go up with another 90% against Bitcoin to make a new all-time high. But this looks like a pretty good accumulation area if it gets to the lower side of the range. So I actually want to see it fall another 25% or so, because it now looks more to be at the top of the range, and that's not where you want to buy. Supra, I have that in my portfolio, and I am not getting rid of it yet. But that's more because this is a newer coin, and I want to see what it's going to do. Overall, it doesn't look that good, but let's give it time. If it has to have some support somewhere, then it is actually this right here, where it came out, where it had trouble when it went up, where it went down, and now here again. Yeah, if anywhere, and now it bounces again from this level, right? So not bad. Launchpad easy. Not bad. I mean, holding up against Bitcoin, right? Look, let's be honest. It got fucking wrecked. Like, it got fucking wrecked. Then again, it's at the same place as in August, right? So it is now at least holding up. And also, it made a low. It made a higher low. And now it's ranging for a while, right? Again, that kind of reminds me of Tornado Cash, right? Where it made a low on its Bitcoin pair, made a higher low while it was in a long range. And yeah, it could be something similar. Octavia, I don't have a lot of this. And look, this is a newer coin in a bad market where it got released, a lot of vesting, so got completely fucking wrecked. But at least it's holding so far. It's above its November lows. And again, that says a lot if that's against its Bitcoin pair, right? I'm not looking at dollar pairs right here. So if it's holding these lows, then it's actually strong. This looks good so far. This really looks good. I cannot say anything else. Bluefin is a somewhat newer coin that I have in my portfolio. It's a DEX on Sui. And yeah, again, really new, hard to tell. It's basically still in price discovery to the downside, but this area right here should be something interesting. So therefore, I'm watching this, not buying right now, but watching AIOZ network. Never talk much about that. Then again, if we look at the chart, then it shows like, hey, it's far from the lows. And yeah, in fact, it is sitting at a level where I think like, yeah, this is showing outperformance, right? Outperformance, still there, but also opportunity. Because it was also here in March 2024, right? Almost a year ago. And from that point, it went up with, from here actually, it went up with 90% against Bitcoin, right? So nice. Desync looks not bad against Bitcoin. I don't hold any at the moment, I recall. But if anywhere, then yeah, this is kind of the range, right? Like every time it got to this level, something big happened, either resistance or support, mostly support, and it's now there again. So based on what we see, fantastic buy. Near, and I thought Near was performing better, to be honest. When I looked at this chart, I thought, oh, and everybody's talking about Near. Near is doing well, yada, yada, yada. And I look at it on this Bitcoin pair and I'll be like, oh, it is sitting close to all-time lows, actually, right? So it's not doing that fantastic, actually. But yeah, then again, yeah, it's a big range. But it's getting there. It's getting there. And that could be a fantastic opportunity, actually. So Near looks like a beautiful buy. If it goes down further with another like 30%. Yeah, last time we were there, it bounced with 300% against Bitcoin. And the last one that you may have forgotten, Nakamoto Games. Because that had a huge hype. And now people saying, oh, gaming is dead, yada, yada, yada. That's already a good opportunity if people say that. But based on this chart as well, if it was that, then the chart wouldn't be holding up better than most of the other coins, right? And this is looking really good. Well, good. I mean, like an opportunity, right? If it breaks, yeah, then it can go down a little bit further, 60%. So this is mostly what I'm gonna buy into for this bull market. And this is going to be a big change in my portfolio. I'm sure of that. In a positive way. Now, there are other coins. I'm sure, right? People sometimes say, what about Sui? And I like Sui. Definitely. Yeah, then again, if I look at Sui, I'll be like, I don't know why I drawn this. Not an expectation. But if I look at Sui, I'll be like, if this is the range, you're buying fully into the top of the range, right? In the hope that it breaks. It did break, but it went down again. So be a little careful with that. Gaspa had a big hype, right? Gas could be one. Could be one. Let me take a real quick look. Where's Gaspa? Here we go. Right. Could be one to add into the portfolio as well. But let me remind you, no matter how bullish people are on Kaspa, it made an all-time low 2 weeks ago, right? In the middle of the hype, everybody was, oh, buy it. Look where we are right now. Over the long term, like short term, you can make money, but over the long term, also Kaspa has been a shit performer, right? Maybe this is the opportunity that we are waiting for, right? But don't buy it when it's up here. Then buy it now. So I'm gonna actually add that to the portfolio. That's what I'm looking at right now. I want to leave it here. Like the video. Sorry. And bam! But like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn the bell notification on. Let me know, are there coins I should add to this? I'm happy to learn from you too. Take care.